Hello. This week's article, chapter 2, was titled Assessing Reading Comprehension, and I found it very helpful and practical because it gave lots of different examples of different reading comprehension measures and assessments that exist, gave very detailed instructions on how to conduct these measures. It talked about each measure's strengths and limitations. It gave examples of materials like checklists and forms to use for the different reading comprehension assessments. So it gave me a really good understanding of how they were different and similar. And one of the main points that the chapter was making is that the way to really get a good understanding of a student's reading comprehension abilities is to administer a variety of these different assessments, because each one has a different purpose and measures a different thing. Some of these comprehension assessments were ones that we've learned about in previous weeks and articles. The author talked about norm reference tests, criterion reference tests, curriculum-based measurement, and also talked about other methods like interviews and questionnaires, retelling, and gave the pros and cons of each of those. I also, at the end of the chapter, the author did give like a checklist and questions for teachers to ask themselves to reflect on their own instruction on reading comprehension, which I thought was really helpful, and gives teachers an opportunity to step back and assess themselves. But I found this chapter very helpful, very self-explanatory, and I really liked all the examples and the charts that they provided to get a good understanding of that teachers really need to think of the purpose that they want to assess first before choosing one of the measurements. What's a purpose? They have to think of different things like what information am I trying to get? If I'm using a norm reference test, are my population of students included in this norm? Is this an individual or group kind of thing? So a lot of things to take into consideration when deciding which reading comprehension assessment or assessments to use.